friends, just doing some setup. I know it's been quite a while. I did actually just post the link tree for all the different social media, and you might notice that my background is black instead of white. I just inverted our layout for today for the Halloween season. So if you'd also like, I did also put up some Halloween stickers of our Shenanigans Gang characters, Mr. Fox, Mr. Turtle, Mr. Shark, and Crabigale, up on the merch site for this week only. Some really fun Halloween exclusives. And then we'll get started in just a moment. Feel free to type up in chat if you'd like. All right, everybody, let's get this party started. Hello! For those of you who don't know me, my name is Angie. I'm a streamer on Facebook Gaming. You can follow me at fb.gg/shenanigansofangie. I also take commissions on Ko-fi, but today I'll be making requests from my Facebook Gaming community. Check out the link tree in the pinned comment to see where else you can find me. So, what is a leaderboard, you might ask? So these are requests from people who are super duper engaged the month previous. And I like to say thank you with a little bit of art. Typically this is the only way to get free art from me, as I am an artist as well, and so I do take commissions. But I do recognize that, you know, sometimes we're on a budget, and I wanted to find a way to thank the people who really make my stream, if you know what I mean. All right, so if you look above me, here are some examples of some previous requests that I've done. This one over here is a Piplup in an Animal Crossing outfit, which was super cute. That one was a request from Chipito for a friend of his, Harriet. And then we have one of our followers and friends, their cat in a Lisa Frank style. Both of these were done in Copic markers. I typically do Copic marker art style as well as watercolor, sometimes mixed media between the two when it comes to traditional. But I also do digital art, as you can see, since I am a PNG tube as I'm speaking to you right now. I also did make this as well, and I've made a lot of other PNG tubes for other artists. So let's get this show on the road, shall we? Let's go to the other scene. All right, here they are a little bit more up close and personal. And then again, if you'd like to see digital art streams, you have to subscribe to me on my Ko-fi, which you can find in the link tree. That one is exclusive content. Usually on Sundays, I do about 7 or 9 hours of straight drawing, usually doing commissions or doing some brand work, or also taking the time to teach people how to input their PNG tubes or help them out with their stream setups and stuff like that. So if that's something that suits your fancy, you can go ahead and do that. All right, so let's see. The first one that we're gonna do is a Rosalina request. They wanted me to draw Rosalina on their Mario Kart bike. So I found a really good reference that I'm going to be referencing here. Basically, it was just a screenshot of the victory scenes for getting like first, second, or third place on Mario Kart. And then I'll be using that one. I really like it because she's like waving and stuff like that, so. I typically do them in Polaroid. So, and since we are doing Copic marker, I think it'd be good just to use a nice computer paper. Usually I would suggest stock paper, but if you do end up using watercolor paper, you do have to be very, very careful when you're using Copic markers, because it can kind of like extra flood the area, if you know what I mean. Hello? The Stream Elements bot is running? No way, Jose. Really? Hold up. Oh, can we actually use the Stream Elements bot? Because it has not been our friend the last couple of times on YouTube. Let's see if we can get it to do something. Socials. Let's see. It'll be the true test. I do have a template here. I'm gonna bring it. It's still not working. It says it's running, but I don't believe it. I don't see it. Okay. Put these back over here so you have something to look at while I cut this piece out. The nice thing about using slightly more like thin paper is that you can use a template underneath, especially for if it's just like getting measurements off. Like this one. Also, let's use this one for Rosalina. This washi tape is a bunch of stars. Eventually I'd like to be able to make my own washi tape. I think that'd be really neat. So I'm putting the washi tape down just to hold it so it doesn't wiggle too much as I work. gonna go very lightly and gently through this. I'm gonna put a piece of white paper underneath to work on top of it, just because I don't want it to mark the corkboard underneath. And I'll go ahead and source in the reference I'm looking at so that you can kind of see what's going on and what I'm seeing. Kind of go over the graphite because if I don't, then the graphite's going to be caught underneath all of the ink after the fact, and we don't want that. Hello! Thanks for being here. What do you have on your agenda today? The YouTube streams are pretty chill, and we usually spend it just kind of like coexisting, body doubling. So if you have anything that you'd like to do, like adulting, feel free to let me know. Or if you'd like to do some creative stuff of your own, I'm gonna pull out a sketchbook and draw with me to some lo-fi. Pull the reference I'm looking at. And put it in here for you. Yeah, okay. Oops. Hello. Nolly, thank you for subscribing to the channel. I really appreciate it. You know, it's so hard whenever, you know, we switch over to another platform. For those of you who might know, I am mostly on Facebook, and then I stream once a week on Twitch for 18+ stuff. But I think that like I'd really like to grow the YouTube channel for the artwork. I used to do the art streams on Facebook, but there was no real art tag there. And the Twitch, although Twitch does have a really strong art stream category, these are meant to be like kind of family friendly and still kind of matching the brand on Facebook. And since my Twitch is so wildly different and kind of like just bonus after hour stuff, I didn't think it was appropriate, you know what I mean? Okay, so give me a moment. I am just gonna add in the reference here so you can all see what I'm seeing. You're just chilling at the moment. That's good, that's good. Nolly here is another artist as well, and we really like to support each other. Just like we support other streamers, we also support our fellow artists. Can you hear the lo-fi okay? And can you hear me okay? I'm just making sure the volume levels are all good to go. Oh boy. Okay. Here we go. This is what we're referencing here. I should have known better. It's been a while since I've done a YouTube one. I already had like a hidden extra image one to pull up, but I totally forgot. Anyways, it happens. Okay. So we're gonna be drawing this. And then what they wanted was for me to write, I heard you're a good racer, Jeff, on the side. So we do have some empty space, like on the top left hand. And I think that, you know, after looking at some YouTube videos, that this victory scene would be like really good for that. Sounds pretty good. Excellent, excellent. By the way, the music is courtesy of Chilled Cow, previously known as Lofi Girl. And they have a Creative Commons playlist that I'm currently using right now. All right, well, let's get the show on the road, shall we? All right, Rosa. So, first things first, this is a little bit longer than this since I'm doing a Polaroid. So I'm gonna have to consider that we're gonna be lopping off probably about to the tree. Great, yeah, I'd love that. And if you want, as you doodle, you can update me on the show me your art channel on my Discord. Since you're on there, and I'd love to, like, I have a split screen right now, so I actually have that channel up. So in these next 5 hours, if we want to just like trade doodles back and forth, I would really, really love that. What do you think you're gonna be drawing today? Are you just gonna be going with the flow? If I can find it. Hello. I don't do Animal Crossing as much anymore. Show off your art. There it is. I have the channel up now. There it is. Okay. I still do want to kind of keep like this area for the text that he wanted. But realistically, I'm looking at like this 1-to-1 ratio. It's looking like it's gonna be like this. This is her ear here. She's looking upwards. So you're gonna see a little bit of the underneath. Nose. In between the nose and the bottom of the jaw is the mouth. And then since it's kind of like sideways, well, first of all, Rosa's hair is just so much. And it covers one eye, so that's kind of convenient for us, no? So I had an image pop into my head while I was in the bath, so I have difficulty. Oh my gosh. Isn't that the worst when you have like, oh, I really want, like, I have this very clear idea of this composition in my head, and then it's like, you just struggle buzz for a while trying to like get it onto paper. Not a fan. But that's also what pushes us to be like, to grow and to be better. I believe in you. I think you can do it. Her pupil is looking off to the left. Ears are from the eye to the bottom of the nose. But this is actually, looking at the character reference, this is a tuft of her hair. And this tuft of hair comes out a little bit as well. I'm realizing this is like really small, so let's come down a little bit. There we go. Now you can kind of see what I'm doing. Got some foreshortening on the arm here. I might even actually have to make it even smaller than what I started. So sometimes I have this issue of putting way too much detail first. And I think a really good basic, whether you're doing landscape or like any sort of composition, is you gotta be really good at just being very general with your shapes so that you can make sure you're not doing what I just did, which is just going super duper ham. And then you don't have space and you have to like start over again and blocking in your composition. So instead of doing what I did, I'm literally just gonna block in with like little stick figure-y shapes. Just make sure it all kind of fits together. So her torso, according to this, is like here, ends here. Chickadee, is this your hip? What's happening? All right, hip. Her knee is like here. And we got like her boot. This seems so wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's because of perspective. She's also literally a cartoon character on Mario Kart, so that might be a lot of it too. Like, what is going on with her shoulder? I'm always trying to finalize part of the sketch and then I feel like I'm yes, exactly. Exactly. It's so bad. I literally saw that it just wasn't gonna fit on this like 1:1 ratio and I'm like, I have to axe the entire thing. Great. I feel like her shoulders are also like super like up on this as well. Like, what happened to her neck? I really enjoy doing art live streams because I feel like with TikToks, people just, they don't see enough of the struggle of what it takes to like create a finalized piece, if that makes sense. And then they start to expect that kind of like progress when you're doing it as a commission. Like, anatomy is hard, composition is hard. What we do, we have like specialized skills, you know? And when you take like hours condensed into like literally seconds or minutes, it kind of detracts from that. When your drawings are sped up as well, kind of, for people who don't know what it's like to go through all of that, it just sort of like, not depletes the value, but creates this false sense of like the effort that was taken for it. Yeah, no, this is right, because the knee is behind the like Yoshi head on this thing. So some people ask like, oh, can I just like do a request? And I do just want to do a reminder that the art requests that I take are based off of the teams and the top individuals of my server, as a thank you to those who are super duper active on stream. there's like a little shine through here too. Nolly, have you decided what animal team you're gonna be in? Because I'm also starting to give badges for check-ins on art streams. I do keep track of like all of these things. Badges. So we have art stream. And sometimes randomly during art streams too, we'll do like a little trivia stuff about the stream, and then people can answer and get extra badges for stuff like that too. Let's see. Nolly. Am I saying your name right, by the way, hun? I don't want to be sitting here butchering your name. Yeah, it's not. Oh. I'm not angry, I promise. That was, I accidentally pressed one of the hotkeys for my PNG too. Okay. Doop-a-doo-doo. Okay. Nolly, one badge for checking in. There we go. I love badges. Oh yeah? We have a cute little badge animation. I should really put it in here. Did I not? Oh, I think I put on my end scene. If you hang out until the end, I can show it to you. I had a friend of mine do, you know, like on Twitch how there's like those stickers that people can put on the overlay? Well, I commissioned one so I can put one on my screen whenever I want to. Sudden anger. Oh, well, I guess the, like, yeah, people think that art should be quick. Well, you know what? It's not that way. It's really hard sometimes, you know what I mean? Be kind. What was it? Oh, yeah, I had someone, pop in on one of my commissions and they're like, wow, why is it taking like so long? It's been like 5 hours. I'm like, I just started this piece that's like meant to be, you know, and I'm like, that's a pretty average amount of time. It's actually considered quick. There are people who have like hundreds and hundreds of hours on like an illustration. I'm still getting my stuff together for YouTube. Don't worry about it. I do like playing around with a little bit of my expression keys on Facebook. I mean on YouTube. On Facebook I use Reactitube Fujitech because I get a lot of people from the community in. So I make like PNG tubes based off of their favorite animal, their animal team that they're in. So Bong is like a shark. So every time Bong talks, he's like a little hammerhead shark. But those only take 2 frames on and off. What I'm using right now is a VatoTube Mini, and I can hotkey pretty much like anything. So this is like my default talking. This is like my, oh no, please, the pleading face. I got the annoyed face. Angry. Excited. Usually if like there's a raid or there's a friend I haven't seen in a while, or I'm just starting the stream like, oh my gosh, hello! You can also like hotkey different like wiggles along with it. Like I can be extra shaky. I think like just the gentle flowy movement though helps the expressions kind of like feel a little bit more seamless. Anywho's. Back to the art. Mechanical things are definitely not my forte. I don't know about you. I like doing character design, but this like cart was really like stressing me out. Being a little stressable, so I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so there's like the Yoshi bike chest thing going on. Not even sure what's going on here. I think it's like a little arm doodad. What on earth is happening here? There's a little circular doodad, and we got some screw thingums. I couldn't draw a bike without reference to save my life, to be honest. Is that a bone? Is that a yellow bone on the left-hand side? Hi! Hello, okay. How you doing? Mech is so hard. Some people really excel at that, and I think that, like, you know, as artists, we all have, like, our strengths and weaknesses as well. This is definitely one of my weaknesses. References are good, though. Professionals use references all the time, many times more than one reference to look, observe, do small studies. And this is how we improve in the things that we're not very good at. There is a difference between referencing and tracing. My feelings about tracing, I think it's okay to learn. But anything that's traced should not be put in your portfolio. And when I mean trace, I mean tracing other people's work. Sometimes tracing is just part of the process. So I don't think I'm gonna be tracing my own art here, but if I were to sketch this out and then pull out a light table and then do the line art on a separate piece of paper that's more suitable for the medium that I'm using, that's just part of the process. And that's fine because I'm tracing my own art, my own lines. But sometimes too, as a study, especially with anatomy, like this is, and I think that this kind of makes sense just because she's a cartoon character and that's just like how the model is. But if we were gonna look at this from like a purely like anatomy standpoint, like this could probably extend more, but then I had to like squish it in because of the margins. But yeah, there's issues here. And I could learn more about anatomy by pulling up a photo as opposed to like someone else's art style, because artists are learning more. We learn as we go and we get better. So if you're tracing to learn off of someone else's art style, you're also going to be learning the things that they possibly still need to improve on. But it's not something you should ever sell for commission or put in your portfolio, in my humble opinion. Oh, Olga! Oh my gosh, hello! Much love. Hi. Okay, yeah. Do what you gotta do. Do what you gotta do, girl. But that's just my obligatory rant. I am not gonna lie, I'm a little nervous about doing more art streams because of AI art. And I think that, you know, there's this like comparison with AI art when it's like, oh, well, photographers just press a button and it's there. So what's the difference? I'm like, there's a lot of difference when it comes to that, because there's the visual eye, there's the like composition, there's understanding exposure versus, you know, in time lapse. There's a lot of like different things, mechanical things that go into making a photograph, as well as the vision, right? Whereas like with AI art, you're literally just typing words into a thing and then the AI does it for you. But what's happening a lot of the time are, one, they're used to make NFTs, and NFTs also sometimes like they're like the same side of, they're two different sides of the same coin. So they've used deceased artists' work, like Queenie, who is a huge like inspiration to a lot of people, and they'll just use the dead artists' stuff, or even living artists who are trying to take commissions and stuff like that, and then using their stuff as a basis in order to create that. And then people are using the AI art to like say, this is my art, and then like selling those off. So I have a lot of like icky feelings about that personally, because I think if anything, like at most I would call them art directors, but not necessarily like the artists. Like there's no like technical thing to put behind that. I feel very similar, which, yeah, a tool to learn, but not to sell. Like if you're doing a commission and you're really struggling with, like, say, the anatomy of a guy, for example, and then you're just like, I'm just gonna pull up some, I don't know, screenshot from this anime and just trace it line for line and then say that, like, I did it. That's not very, like, ethically, it's not very kosher, if you will. Let me see if I can fix this arm. It's, like, super bugging me. Yeah, very opinionated when it comes to stuff like that. I think I'm also one of the few servers, because I am an artist, where I say that if you are going to just post, like, oh wow, this is really cute art, like, regardless if it's a photo or fan art or what have you, I'm like, I want people to credit their artists with a link. And sometimes people find things just off of Pinterest and stuff like that, and you know, that's okay too. But Google, I would rather take the time to teach someone how to Google image reverse search so that they can find these artists, because a lot of times they don't know that their art is being reposted. Drawing guys is so hard and I don't understand why. It's a different type of anatomy, right? And I feel like a lot of times, like for me, I grew up with a lot of anime, and like a lot of the guys in anime are either like super muscular or very like feminine. I remember like one of my core memories is my cousin like making fun of Ed from FMA, and I was like, I like this character, and to me, he's very clearly a dude, because I could just tell like little differences here and there, but like she was just very much like, I don't see it, like the features are very feminine, so it's like, I don't know, I struggled so hard. I still struggle to like draw guys. It's like, it's literally like the extremes, and very rarely do you actually like see something in the middle. I think you're seeing more of it nowadays, but like, yeah, I don't know. Yes, credit the artwork. Drives me bananas. And then kind of like, oh, I didn't even complete my thought about the whole AI art thing. Yeah, I'm gonna have to crop out this too. Sorry, my ADD is super showing. But the, what was it called? Oh yeah, so what people are doing, like, what was it? There was a court case. There was a court case, Nolly, where somebody took a screenshot of a streamer's art stream. Like, so right now, say someone took a screenshot of this, and then they inputted it into AI, and then technically finished the artwork before the actual artist using AI, because the computer just did it for them. And then they sued the original artist. They sued the OG artist, saying that they technically have ownership of that art because they finished first. And the person won in court. It's just gross. Like, what? I don't understand how they could have won with that. That's just makes me so angry. Yeah, really. So, I mean, I have honestly been kind of avoiding art streams because, like, it's a scary world out there right now. Respect for artists and giving credit was already super duper hard to begin with, and now like AI and NFTs kind of like complicate those things. Oh, by the way, if you ever see a website where they're like, oh, you can drag this lighting around and it'll give you like fun lighting, that has been proven to take your art and input that information into AI technology. So I suggest to not do that if you're uncomfy with it like I am, in terms of like artwork being used in that way, unfortunately. Yeah, I mean, the thing is though, if you're so super duper worried, which I understand, I mean, like, I'm worried, but I'm like here doing it as we speak, right? We're not going to be found unless we put ourselves out there as well. So it's like we can't really keep the we gotta do it in a smart way. So like, obviously I have a recording of me drawing this like line for line, so even if in court it doesn't like hold up, there's like the respect of like your audience and the you know, and like, what is the intentionality of me doing this? Well, for me, honestly, right now, wow, I really put a lot of detail into this, Yoshi. You know, it's putting myself out there to find more work as an artist, because the reality of it is I do take commissions for about half of my livelihood, and if I were to stop doing that because of AI art, it would really only hurt me in the end, you know? But anytime you post anything, just like you did your signature on the bottom, and you put it over a place in your art where they can't really crop it out, or if they do crop it out, it would take a lot of effort or lose a huge part of your composition. And so I think, you know, we can only do what we can do. It's just frustrating with the state of things. Sometimes reverse Google imaging your own stuff too will help you find, you know, where your art is posted, and you can like fight for your rights and stuff like that too. And I found that the more you put yourself out there too, you're gonna have people that are in your corner. Because I'm pretty sure, like, Olga, for example, if Olga were to randomly like come across something that she knows that she saw me draw with my own bare hands, and it was just posted by some other schmuck on the internet claiming that as like their own, I'm pretty sure Olga would be in my corner and like let me know immediately and like make a hissy fit about it. Because she's my friend, and you know, she's awesome like that. And same for you, Nolly. If I saw someone post your thing, I would back you up in the corner. Yeah, 100%. Olga would be like, excuse me. And if it's like not credited, you know, and stuff like that, like an artist will have another artist's back, your friends will have your back, and you know, whether or not you win in court or not, like, people know. We know what's right, and sometimes it'll lead you to more business. I hate to sound like super business oriented like that, but people will be like, that's not right, we're going to, you know, fight on the side of justice or what have you. And you know, whether or not you win on paper, you gain other things along the way that sometimes might be more worthwhile. Like community, friendships. And, you know, in a perfect world, maybe we would also win in court. Just saying. Just saying. Where is her booty here? Like, what is going on? Okay. So let's do this leg in the back. So this is her hip. Her hip is back here behind her hand, and then this curves down in this way and connects here. It's very odd. We can probably extend this a little bit. I think that's what's going on. So I think her like leg is like way too short. which, yeah, that, okay, this makes more sense, because then I can see a little bit more of the yellow bone here. So this is lower. Probably smaller scale. It's a code, heck yeah. Yeah, even if you don't follow them, it's like, we all know what it's like to struggle through that, and it's just like, I don't know. Personally, if I see that happening to another artist, I might not know them, but I feel offended for them, you know? And sometimes it's how friendships are formed. You're like, wow, yeah, this person literally had my back and was like, this person posted your artwork without credit. Are you okay with that? Just wanted to know, yada yada. Actually, I think this is even lower. She's just built funky. I don't know. Here. Listen, okay. Head, torso. What is going on with her neck? Does she have a neck? She does have a neck. She does. Her hair is also much fuller at the top. It's Rosa we're talking about. There's gonna be a shadow here. Okay. So this is more of the thigh. We just gotta like sketch a little through it so we can see where everything connects. That makes sense, because I did a lot more of the mech. It probably messed with how this leg was skewed, because I probably squished this one, because I was getting to the end of the paper. This thing comes like under. How are you doing today, Olga? Have you found the campus cats yet? So I am skipping around a little bit. Ooh. Cute! Oh my gosh, I love your sketch. Can't work out this composition. I love that. Do you like plants? I love plants. There's a lot of detail. Are you trying to like thumbnail either or? You want to do a cute like little plant lady sketch? Olga, if you're wondering what I'm looking at Show Off Your Art. Nolly is posting in there as we speak. I really like that veil. It's gonna bring a lot of like interest. The way you do hands, your anatomy is like on point. Love plants. Busy, have not had a chance to wander and look for them lately. Ugh, you keep hearing of the sightings. Yeah, I hate when we end up so busy that we can't like do the things that we really enjoy. Or just take a moment to breathe. Compositions are hard, yo. I'm trying to think too, should I... Yeah, I probably should put the background. Marcus, look! We have someone in our Discord. Her name is Nolly. The one that I told you about that frequents Dorkies a lot. She's posting and Show Off Your Art. We have a plant lady. Plant! Marcus is the plant man. Look at that, isn't that cute? I wanted like a creepy planty vibe, like a cute Wednesday Addams plant lady. Oh, cute. Yeah, so it's like creepy plants. That's hard because like the first thing we think of are like, you know, the dead tree bramble look, which you've got like going over there on the left, right? But it's so simplistic in comparison to all the detail of that really pretty plant lady. I think maybe the issue here is what plants are creepy, so that you could flesh that out a little bit more. I know, Nolly, I know. I'm looking at it and I'm seeing exactly like where you're struggling too. We're struggling with different things. I got a mech over here in a very small space. I have to like crop it in a way where I hate working with tangents. So this right here is bugging me a lot. So I might actually extend it just a little bit. But then that means I would have to light box this, and I don't know if I have the spoons for that, to be honest. Maybe something like Plant Shop of Horrors kind of feel. What are creepy looking plants? Yeah, we're talking about references for sure. Yeah, if I'm like, okay, if we're doing Wednesday Addams and like creepy plant vibe, my first thought is like, what were the plants in the Feed Me Seymour movie, right? Ah, tangents. They're the worst. Okay. Well, the thing with references is it doesn't have to stay, like, you reference it. You can, like, alter it as you go sort of thing. What if I, like, just do, like, a princess wave and, like, put her up like this? Generally, the forearm and the upper and lower arm should be equidistant. But it's also weird because she's like cartoonish. Cartoons have really funky perspectives and proportions sometimes. In terms of like gesturing, oh my god, I hate everything. Just two artists struggle bussing together and coexisting, but make it a live stream. There you go. Now it's not tangent. I hate when it's like just a little bit. You either don't crop it or you crop it a lot. Yeah, I'm like, okay, I could have kept the original gesture, but I needed to scooch it over like one. And in digital, that is much easier. That's like fine. Now I can scooch it over, I can lasso loop it, but in like traditional sketch setting, it's like, ugh. I think this works, because she's like a princess space lady, right? So doing a little princess wave actually makes a lot of sense for this character. Anywho's. The background's gonna help with some context of what's going on too. As we get closer to the front, this is gonna curve. Yeah. Yeah, and then here. Oh boy. Gets further away with the perspective. This is also like a curved lane. So I can't really like just chop it this way. It's got this like weird bow thing going on the end. It's like semi-bowed. Yeah, you have to alter the reference a bit. But I mean, that's like the essence of references, right? And that's why so many professionals use multiple references to be like, oh, okay, this looks a little funky. Why does it look funky? What are we doing? I'm also looking at this. Sometimes you also have to walk away from it and then look at it again with fresh eyes to kind of see what's going on. Like right here, this Yoshi head needs to be a little bit flatter and less round on the side. Just in this area right here to give it the look of a mecha piece. It like, yeah, it's like straight. This section here comes off and then bends. Also, it doesn't show the other eye on the other side because it actually curves this way. To help give it that drift look. If I move the pupil over one. Yeah, it's better. Which means that this doodad should also be slightly more curved. And it bows upwards. I'm just making up words at this point. All the little adjustments. In comparison from here to here too, it's more like this, which will show more of Rosa's torso, which will help a lot. I'm working on 3 inches by 3 inches, if anyone's wondering the ratio of the paper I'm using right now. So the camera's really like far into my paper. Doodad is a great word. Hi, Efrain. It's nice to see you. Efrain is another content creator on Facebook Gaming. I think I'm feeling comfortable enough now to do shout outs over here. Let's do Mod Squad. Efrain does charity streams, doesn't take any stars for himself personally, and streams just to spread the good word of different charities out there. He also has a cat. Boxer? His name's Boxer, right? Alright, so badges, for those of you who are chatting, you each get a badge for art as well. So we have Nolly, Efrain, here's a badge, and Olga. I'm glad that you told me it was you, otherwise I would have not given it to Team Cats, Olga. Efrain, what team are you on? I'm gonna tag you on Discord, you can ignore that. I'm just doing it to check what... Oh, you don't have a team. We have lots of teams. Here, I'll take some time to not look at the artwork so I can refresh my mind's eye. And I'll read off the teams. We have bunnies and cats and dogs and wolves and foxes and penguins. We have ducks and butterflies, turtles and dolphins, sharks, peacocks, and raccoons. Teams? Yeah, we have teams. So I mark engagement on my streams for anyone that like joins on the community games. They get badges for participating, and they also get badges for taking first place in things like Mario Kart, for instance. And at the end of the month, those who are on the winning team or make it past a certain amount of badges, like in the hundreds or the 200s, they get art requests for free, which is what I'm doing here right now. So this art is from Jeffrey from Team Cats. And he requested that I draw Rosalina. And then he wants to say, I heard you're a good racer, Jeff, which is a lot of words, which is why I'm trying to keep like a section here clear, if that makes sense. I am seeing that there's like over here a tower and stuff, but I don't know. I might omit that just because I know it's gonna be very busy here with letters. You love bunnies? Let it be so, Nolly. I will put that on your Discord. Boxer's giving you... Boxer, I was thinking about that too. I'm like, Team Cats has so many people, but I am not one to tell people that this team is closed off and whatnot. And sometimes, you know, teams surprise you. Sometimes people really like come together. So I think for art, like anytime anyone comments at least once and lets me know who they are from Facebook, I'll give them those badges. Bunnies could definitely use a lot more people. And that's actually too how I determine what your PNG animal is. So just like how I'm talking through a PNG tube, the community, people who are not streamers, right? They'll get a PNG tube if as an animal. If you are a streamer, so Efrain, I would draw you, or I would just draw Boxer because Boxer is such a huge part of your stream. But for Dorky, I drew Dorky. For Captain, I drew Captain. For people who do not stream, I draw them as I draw an animal of their team, and then they get to accessorize it how they'd like. So for example, Olga is is Carl the kitty cat, but since it's Olga, I made the eyes a little sharper so it looks a little bit more feminine. Bunnies, yes. Bun. You'd be on the same team with Janine, actually. So Janine is a little brown rabbit that throws up a heart every time she speaks. So I kind of like, do you have a favorite bunny? What was it? Some of the raccoons, they have things like Kamina glasses or like beards and stuff like that. It's really funny. Be right back. All right, sounds good, Olga. Aw, thanks. Yeah, Lebong's the hammerhead shark. Before, we just had like the eggplant emoji that I made for Dorky, and that was what was on the screen, but I really wanted to give him a proper PNG tube, and so now it's like, it's there. Where is the art? There it is. Nolly. Boop. If you go on the Discord at the very top, there's the roles section. If you want to like add, here you go. No, not dogs. If you want to add anything like art, so if you would get an art ping. I try not to do it for literally everything. Where on earth? There it is. You are now in Team Bunnies. Okay, I'm gonna tag you again, Efrain, just so I can give you the role, but you can ignore that. You are gonna be a cat. Excellent. Good, yes. All right. Okay, cool. Hot Hots are super cute. I want to look at them. Hot bunny. Oh, Hot Tots? Oh my god, they're dwarves. All right, sounds good. Thank you. Oh my god, they're so cute. They're so cute. I like that they have a little ring around their eye. Okay, I'm gonna make a note of that. Where is my paper? Paper, please. Paper. Yes. Don't mind that. Okay. Hot Tot Bunny PNG. You know, yeah, for Ifrain, if we ever do like collabs and stuff like that, definitely I would make you Boxer the cat. He shows up on your stream anywho's, and your team cat, so I think that makes sense. Okay, what was I doing? Art. We're doing art. Yes, art. They do have makeup. Would you want like a small little ring around the eye, or would you want one that's like half, like the entire face is black? Because I'm seeing both. Or there's some with like little speckles. They're so stinking cute. Oh my gosh. Like eyeliner? You got it. Eyeliner markings. Ugh. Iconic. Marcus, did you know about these bunnies? They're so stinking cute. Okay, so again, the reference, this tree would be back here, but because I opted to make the arm up a little bit, I don't like that. I don't like any of this background, to be honest. I do like the clouds. Okay, I think I will add the rail, because that makes sense. But like composition wise, too many tangents. Just a random pull up here for what? For what reason? You used to have bunnies? My boyfriend keeps bothering me about like getting bunnies, and then I keep asking him if he's actually ready for a bunny rabbit, and then he says no, because then he'll be sad when they're gone. Which makes sense to me. Can definitely imagine him being a sad bean about that. Okay, we can definitely add these arrows back here. I'm so excited to make a new friend. Thanks for coming over, Nolly. Especially a fellow artist. Ah, so exciting. He likes Holland Lops. I guess I can pull this back a little bit more. It's very straight, actually. What's up with that? At the top. You see that? Like, these are curved. This is a slight, well, maybe not as curved as that. There's a very slight curve, followed by another slight curve. But then this is, like, straight. What incarnation? Oh, I love things that are super small. I was never like someone that liked to create art on a really big scale. I really struggle with that much space. Even in high school when we were doing like things for like breast cancer awareness. Everyone was doing like their sculpts of their own bodies or like mannequins, and I literally was like, I'm gonna do like 30 of them with like Barbie dolls. Very small, very intimate. I like things small. I'm small. I'm fun-sized. These are a little skinny, but it's also because they are being cropped out here and they actually extend down some more. Yeah. And then there's this background. Or the ground, I should say. It's a very skinny, there we go. I'm gonna add the clouds, just kind of like pencil them in. There's a little loopa-doopa one. Hi, David. That is a badge for raccoons. I decided I was going to give badges for people tuning into art streams as well. David. Oh, is this your first one for both September and October? That can't be right. Huh. David, raccoons. We've been busy. Alright, so that's a badge for bunnies and 2 cats. Nolly is Team Bunny, Frayne is Team Cats, David is raccoons. Olga. There we go. Excellent. Raccoons! We're talking about bunnies and things. It's been a month and then some. Yeah, we've been pretty busy. I didn't realize this was gonna take so much space, but this makes sense because it looks, so I have to be really careful about this because this looks, things in here look smaller than they would be here because the the ratio of this one is a square, whereas this is a rectangle, so I have a tendency to squish. Can I still fit? I think it's too plain if I don't have anything in the background here, and it needs to have that like context that it's a racetrack, and that gives the perfect amount of it, but I'm not sure where I'm gonna put the words, if that makes sense. Super crazy. What's up, Super? It's been a while. I haven't been on YouTube for a bit. It's really good to see you. We're talking about the animal teams on my Discord. If you'd like to join our Discord, it's in the link tree that's pinned in the chat. So how people get the requests is that their team or themselves as an individual get over a certain amount of badges, and I give badges based off of participation on my streams, especially in during our community days. So we do Mario Kart, like tonight we're doing a Mario Kart evening and a morning, and then all of my followers vote on what community game they'd like for that week. Our community game is going to be tomorrow night in Pacific time as well. Let me double check my schedule so I can give you a good time. So badge days, Mario Kart tonight from 6 to 9, that's 3 hours, and then tomorrow is community day as well. So a Mario Kart stream from 10 in the morning to 1. I'm right now it's currently 12:35 for me, and then whatever wins on the poll for tomorrow night as well, 6 to 10, so 4 extra hours of that. Right now it looks like Pokemon Unite is in the lead for that. So anytime anyone actually like comes and joins and queues up, they get badges for their team, and anytime we win and they get like MVP or something like that, or they get first place, they also get badges. Yeah, you can feel free to look at the link tree. Yeah, the bot they said that the bot was working, but they lied. They said the bot is working, but they lied. It deletes part of your comment when it starts. YouTube is so funkadoo. So and this is also why I don't want to like monetize it as well, because I don't want it to be like misconstrued as part of a sweepstakes. It's just something that we do for fun and a way for me to thank the people who might not be able to order a commission from me. You can always order a commission, and that's like one way for me to like do artwork for you. I take commissions first, and then I work on the leaderboard after the fact as a queue, if that makes sense. So this one is actually from the leaderboard. The person who requested, his name is Jeffrey, and he wanted Rosalina on Mario Kart, saying, "I heard you're a great racer, Jeff." So I went through and I found some references that would be good to show where it's not like just the back of her head. And so I'm working on this one, and I'm thinking of putting the wording over here, probably down here. What I'm currently having a dilemma on is this background conflicting with the letters, and it's just a very busy piece overall composition wise. But I think if I were to remove this portion, it would look better text-wise, but not have enough context of the race course. I'm already removing the tower that would be here and these street lamps that would only create tangents back here and create more busyness on this right-hand side, which is like the same thing with the tree. I could move the tree like here, but then that's like dead center and kind of gets away from the momentum of like where the eye would be. So I think I'll actually like accent some parts here and the curves. And getting this Yoshi right is actually gonna be like really key to this. Just some basic composition hubbub. Hubba-dub-dubs. When we're worried about okay, so this wheel pokes out a little bit here. When we're worried about like cropping and tangents, I was saying this earlier, you either gotta crop a lot of it out or you just change the reference. So here, Rosa's hand came out this way, but I ran out of space. There's not enough space for me to, here, let me see, there we go, to make the arm extend in the way it was in the reference. So I turned it into a princess wave. so that it's not chopping off her fingertips. What's my favorite plant? The bear paw. I like variegated, well, actually that and Tycons. I like a lot of plants that have variegation. I think my most expensive favorite plant is a Monstera Tyconstellation. And then in terms of like my more common or uncommon plants, I would do variegated bear paw because it literally looks like a bear paw. Let me see if I can actually get one. I think a few of my bear paw leaves fell. Show it to you. So this is a bear paw. It gets its name because it looks like a bear paw. It's got these cute little spicadoos on the top and literally looks like a paw. But the variegated ones are basically stripy. So you can see these have a little bit of white at the tips. And if this one didn't fall off and it were to get bigger, you can see like these over here have a slight pink to it, so it looks like it has nail polish. And then my other, I'm gonna put this in on soil and maybe it will propagate and make a whole new plant. But my other one would be a wandering dude. Those are pretty common plants that grow like weeds and they quite literally sparkle. That and painted lady, not painted ladies, pink lady. They're smaller than the wandering dude and have a lot more pink and a lot more white. Yeah, thanks for asking. Do you have a favorite plant? Here, let me move this reference over a smidgerel. Hello, Rosa. Nope. Rosa, can you scooch-a-dooch just a little bit? Yeah, thanks. Cool, thanks. Thanks, bye. Bye. Nolly, do you have a favorite plant? Or Super, do you have one? I just have to not start with the tag. Yeah, I don't know why it does that. Super strange. I notice on this reference that the sign, this technically goes through, but it doesn't have the red underneath the railing, which is really interesting. I mean, I guess I could do like a speech bubble. What was the exact phrase that he wanted? I heard you're a good racer, Jeff. Okay, maybe I can make it like a speech bubble. I really hate doing that though. I heard you are a great Ugh. Great. Racer. Blarg. I heard you're a great this Yoshi thing. Could shorten it a little bit. It does come out like a lot. It's supposed to though. To do this, but sometimes it calls for it. Oh, wisterias. More into pretty leaves and pretty flowers. Me too. Big leaves. Elephant ears. I got my mom an elephant ear and she's like in love with it. You have to make it smaller. Avoided the chest area for way too long. Bothers me. Are we gonna fit this phrase in here well? You like the small succulents? Squishy boys is what Marcus would call them. So busy. Okay, here's this thing too, is that this road curves, so I almost feel like the words going straight across really mess with the like perspective here. Unless we extra curve it here. And then have it follow. I heard you're a great racer. I mean, so if it like gets smaller at the end and then gets bigger towards here, it will at least help this a little bit. But I think I have to make these really, really big when it comes closer to us. Sometimes these requests can really be challenging in their own different ways. So let's say we have these like imaginary lines, right, coming through. Then we can kind of treat it like lined paper. As soon as you get to the line, it's gonna make you stressed. What line? I'm scooching over her hand a little bit. Oh, the line art? Yeah, I mean, at this point, I might light table it, to be honest, because there was a lot that went into the sketch here, and like, now it's just, the sketch is so messy that I don't think I would get a clean background. The line arm, like, what line? Which line? Which line is stressing you out? Because I feel it. I feel distress. Yeah, it's fine. I'll preserve the sketch. Should have known this was gonna happen. Yeah, see, I think I need to curve it a little bit more, because this starts from here, or maybe not. It's this, it's the word racer. It's not big enough. Oops, sorry. Because just having it straight really messes with the composition of things. This is the boot. If we're going to trace for the line art, I'm gonna have to like really make a lot of these parts bold so I can see through it. This is the boot. What's back here? Oh, I see. This is slightly bigger in the middle for these tires. What's going on here? What's going on? I said, hey, yeah, 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 yeah. I said, hey, what's going on? Only one eye is showing. We got some. There you go. Yeesh. Crazy. Super. Thank you so much. Sometimes you do have to walk away for a bit. For real. We get a lot of that here. I make snacks and I munch on them and I'm turning around in my chair a lot. Things you don't see on the camera. It's why I decided to do PNG tubing for my art streams, because I don't want to have to check myself in the camera and then feel like I have to be camera ready all the time, or like worried about like my posture. Like, is it you know, like, is it going to pick up a 3D model that's like, you know, dependent on my actual movements? This one's a little bit kinder for actual, what's the word? I don't know. My little mannerisms, or if I need to get really like up close to the paper, you're not gonna see the top of my head. That sort of thing. Hi, Dorky. Dorky, look who's here. Nolly's here. Nolly? They lied. Yeah, Nolly is here. And that is a badge for Dorky. Dorky. Awesome guy. We all know and love Dorky. Dorky's on Twitch, considering doing some extra Facebook streams on top of the extra Facebook streams he's doing, but hasn't quite made an official decision on that yet. Go follow him. Murchie's in here too. Murchie. With this one, let's shout, we're on YouTube, so let's shout out Murchie's YouTube. Charging the road, but Murchie is also a streamer. Here that is. Oh, we should get Dorky's YouTube, because Dorky does do YouTube shorts and stuff like that. Dorky. Awesome guy. Very easy to find Dorky on YouTube. It's the same stuff. Oh, you're welcome. There you go. That's Dorky's YouTube. There's a really funny video of me just dying on Fall Guys. Nolly has officially joined Team Bunnies with Janine. Yeah, electric vehicle blog going on. Love that. I think I've settled on having the text wrap with the road. Speaking of charging the road, I don't think it's a good idea to have the... Maybe since the text isn't here, I can add in the tower, but I don't think the tree... Like, the tree's gonna make it really off balance. And then these poles here, they're just gonna create really ugly, awful tangences. We got really close and personal. Yeah, you could say that. You can definitely say that. Let's add the tower in, because I think it'll give context of what track this is. Perspective and backgrounds are the bane of my existence. I don't know why I did this to myself. I need like the tiniest eraser for this. Hold on. I also chose like a really like awkwardly curved perspective for this one, which makes it more visually interesting, but I do kind of hate my life right now. All right, okay. Oh, it does curve. Why does it curve like that? It's so awkward. Okay. It actually does help because this was like very heavy here, and then there was like nothing going on at the top. And then it was like pulling it downwards. I hate backgrounds. I just sent a little while ago a picture unfinished because of the background. Oh, let me see. Oh my gosh. Nolly, I really love that. I like the updated thumbnail for the Houseplants of Horrors. A little sharp stuff going down. Very clearly I go from like the top of the head all the way down the shoulders, help it go through like the water pot and into the plant. That's like very I like that edit a lot. Let me see. Oh my god, I would cry. Backgrounds are... That's why whenever anyone orders a background, it doubles my price. Because it's like, my personal strength is like characters and stuff like that. I'm trying to push myself more to do things I'm uncomfortable with so that I can get faster at doing them. But yeah, there's a lot of things going on there, like the bookshelf. There are some things like in Clip Studio Paint that can help with like custom brushes for stuff like that. But those only help when you're doing it straight on. And then there's like the perspective of the shelf. And tables, corners. That's a really hefty piece. I don't blame you. And sometimes, you know what, it'll take time for you to like come back to it. I know there was like one piece where I had to paint like a spiral staircase in the background, and then there was like perspective of like the low ceiling with like trimmings and stuff, and I like literally wanted to cry. Like even just this like super stressed me out because I was like, I don't know if I'm doing this right or what. So I get you. I understand. Okay, yeah, I don't think I have the heart to completely erase this sketch. So this herd is too straight too. I think I need to curve the word herd. It needs to get smaller too. Again, it can't be too straight. There we go. Yeah, okay. Let me find... Oh shoot, do I have my light table? Ah! Come back. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Skettios. Okay, I found my older one. But I'm gonna go to the FAQ scene so I don't blind everyone with the light. Oh, crazy. No worries. I'm just glad you're here. Alright. Just here at the FAQ scene while I transition from one page to the other. Don't apologize, we all have things to do. Wow, I'm actually kind of shocked that this piece took as long as it did. We have about 2 hours left of stream, and I think I set 5 hours aside for a piece. I thought I'd be able to get 2 done, but this one ended up being a little bit more complicated than I thought. I think it's just enough time to get the one Polaroid done at the top of the leaderboard. don't mind the blue light. And at last I see the light. And it's like the fog has lifted. So, great example that I was bringing up earlier about tracing. I'm gonna trace my own artwork. But it's okay, because I'm just making line art. I've seen people on TikTok like be really like angry at artists whenever they show them doing line art and they're like, "You're tracing," and it's like, it's my own work, bro. Like, chill. So I'm just putting some washi tape on the bottom so it doesn't like move when I'm going over it. Yes, great, okay. And let's see. I'm gonna use my handy dandy mystery mouse tool. My what's it called? Template here. I'm gonna do No, you can't be doing the tracing. That's bad, JK. Yeah, I agree. When you're tracing other people's artwork and selling it, or you're putting it in your portfolio, like that is something that you can do, like representative of what you can do of your own accord, your own skills. Yeah, I'm like, bro, it's part of the process, if you know what I mean. Okay. You're wondering what that sound is. I'm cutting out a new sheet of paper. This one's slightly thicker, but it's not as thick as my usual. Ooh, it's a little too thick, so I literally can't see anything. 'Tis unfortunate. Can I see through this one? This one I can see through very well. Yeah, let's do this one. That way it doesn't stress out super as much. Super, what animal team would you like to join? Because you are here on the art stream, and that means you do get a badge. Would you like me to read off your choices? For animal teams, we have bunnies and cats, dogs, wolves and foxes, penguins and ducks, butterflies and turtles, dolphins and sharks, peacocks and raccoons. Do any of those suit your fancy? So you'll get one for being here and hanging out during art streams, which is usually when I see you. And you'll also get some for hanging out on the Facebook community streams if that's something you're interested in. If not, no worries. You should have other teammates as well. Whoa, we got Super over here joining Team Raccoons. Let me write you on this other sheet over here. Members not on Discord yet. Super. Excellent. You like raccoons, I see. Raccoons. Perfect. Welcome to Team Raccoons. Okay. Now that we're on this part, we're gonna just go ahead and I will bump down the exposure a little bit just so that bright area behind where it's literally just pure light going into the screen isn't blinding all of you super terribly. Okay, there's one piece of washi tape. Two things of washi tape. I'm glad you found this channel too. It's really nice to be able to connect with people all over the world, you know? Yay! People are interesting. They haven't gotten mad at me yet, but I have seen a lot of other artists on TikTok who have, you know, they're just showing their line art process, whether it's on Procreate or in person. Then you have there's always somebody on TikTok that's super angry, I don't know. There we go. Okay, let's readjust this camera so you're not all gonna get super blinded when I go back to just having this be the main. Configure video. Let's bring this over. Camera. Exposure. Let's make this not automatic and bump down the exposure. Okay. Well, looks like no matter what we do, we're doomed to be blinded. So at least you have this warning. If I put my hands up here. Here, let's do all of you a favor and just, I'll take some paper and cover both sides. Just a little bit. There's no reason any of you should get, like, your eyes super messed up. That's better. Okay. We have to be creative sometimes. Sometimes we think creatively. Alright, here we go. Alright, it's not so bad. We can take out this reference now. Okay. Scooch it a little bit more. Yeah. All right. We are ready to do the thing. Oh, your birthday's coming up, and I don't have a theme yet. Could you give me some ideas, please? Oh, yeah. Well, how do you usually like to celebrate your birthday? What have you done in the past? Are you thinking of like a theme for your party? Or are you thinking of like a theme of like what you're gonna do for yourself? I hope that question made sense. What I'm using right now is a Copic multi-liner, and it is 0.2. So for smaller details like the eyes, I'll likely go 0.1 or 0.05 if I can find that pen. This is a glove. This has a stripe. Okay. Hopefully I'll be able to color it today. Ooh, how about 0.03? First one is princess, the second one was bowling. How you're gonna dress. So what's on the cake, and also how you're gonna dress. Well, I mean, since you just asked me about plants, this might sound weird, but how about like kind of like a plant theme? You could dress up as like a lot of really fun plant themed characters. Could have like a succulent cake. You could even have like little party favors, like what was it? Dirt in a cup, where it's like chocolate cake and then you put like the gummy worms and stuff. It's a little bit of ice cream in there. You could even have like a fandom day too, like people dress up as their favorite characters. It's kind of like Halloween, but more of like show me your fandom sort of thing. would be super cute. You've seen those, right? Like the little cup with like the chocolate brownie bits or like the cake bits, and then people put gummy worms in it. I've seen some really cute plant-themed birthday cakes. Yeah, like cupcakes. Yeah, exactly. She's good. Rosa's kind of got like a little cat smile going on. It's kind of So yeah, right now I'm using the sizes 0.03 and 0.2, and the canvas size I'm using is 3 inches by 3 inches. You're very welcome. I figured since you were the one that asked me about plants, that you must really like plants. I was like, hey, why not? You're very welcome. You're very welcome. Yeah, the Phantom one could be cool too, but I feel like that's a lot of like Halloween. But it gives people an excuse to cosplay if you're into that sort of stuff. Hi, Amanda. Amanda, welcome on in. It's a badge for Amanda's team. Amanda, I'm not sure what team are you on, honey. Oh, hold on. I'm gonna tag you. You can ignore it. My honey bunny, my Marcus just booped me on the nose. I suggested a plant theme for somebody's birthday, and I was like, you should do like the little like dirt in a cup with the gummy worms. Worms and dirt, that's what it's called. Worms and dirt. Worms and dirt. I'm gonna tag you, Amanda, but you can ignore me. Oh. Worms and dirt. No, not plants. What am I thinking of? Amanda. Un momento. You are in penguins. Penguins. Cool. Alright, you can ignore that pig. Amanda. Penguins. Marcus thinks I'm a penguin. Specifically an emperor penguin. Yeah, anytime anyone comes in and checks in on an art stream, they get one badge. Did you comment on the video? Marcus? Honey, you gotta comment hello on the art stream, you silly goose egg. You love cosplaying too? What kind of cosplays have you done? We have a new member in Team Bunnies. It's Nolly. Have you seen this bunny? It's so cute and small and tiny, and it looks like it has makeup. Marcus. Marcus, look. Bunny. Right here. They're so small and so silly and so cute and they have like eyeliner and they're so adorable. What? Is that your YouTube? What is this? I didn't know this. Wait. Put in timeout. You deleted your comment. It doesn't count. How dare you delete your comment? I know. I know. It's not the main thing though. It does the same thing with Corey. But Corey's trying to main in YouTube, so that's more problematic. Most people find my YouTube through our Discord. Well, actually, Super, how did you find me? Was it through a hashtag? Because that's really important to know. How did you find my channel? How'd you get here? Bun. You can't... Who... Why do you have such a random YouTube name, Marcus? Tell me what that's about. Sudden silence. He's not answering me. Sus af. Marcus, what is the story behind your YouTube name? Oh. It's not sus at all. I found you on my little suggestion page thing. Oh, what? It's so interesting. Nolly had bunnies. Did you know that? I like bunnies. I feel like you and Nolly would be friends. I'm gonna do some cross hatching here to help with the perspective and shading. He's pleading the fifth. He's pleading the runaway. Yeah, for real. You popped out of nowhere and I was like, I thought, why not? And just watch the stream. That's so awesome. And you've been here every single art stream since. I'm sorry it took so long for me to come back. We had a few work gigs and things that took my time away from streaming. And I do only stream like once a week for YouTube. That's spam. Okay. Good vibes, good vibes. Bunnies are the best. Yeah, he likes his Holland lops and his golden bun buns. Oh my gosh, my friend Nicole shared this Twitter that's bunnies by the hour, and it's literally a Twitter where they post a picture of a bunny every single hour. Did you know about that one? Because if not, I highly recommend it to you. Can't go wrong with bunnies every hour. We got two, told they were both boys, but they definitely were not. Oh my god, no. Oh no. Welp. That's something. I'm gonna curve these nostrils to the curve of this and instead of up and down, because they really should be kind of like that. And we're gonna cross hatch on the inside just a little bit. There we go. A little bit of depth. This here is to make it feel more mechanical on that side. We're gonna swap again. Doing the good work. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I am in no way, shape, or form affiliated with that account. I just know that my boyfriend greatly enjoys their bunny posts per hour. Line art's looking so nice. Thank you. You know, sometimes the line art is where a lot of the corrections happen, because you can see where the problematic areas are in more detail. I already made quite a few corrections. I feel like line art is one of the things I struggle with the most. Oh, by the way, if you'd like to support me on Ko-fi, not only do you get the digital art streams, but you also get monthly coloring pages as well that you can print out in color if you'd like. It's been 2 hours. You should drink some water. It's been more than 2 hours, no? It's a great point. Drink any type of stuff. Actually, also, you should be standing up every hour. So I'm gonna stand up. I'm gonna drink a little bit of my tea and pour in some ice water in my cup. Thank you for the reminder. Yes, tea. It's really hard when you're like in the zone as an artist too, because you can sometimes hyperfixate and then just like forget to eat or drink or do anything. Also, great time if you are drawing with me to stretch your fingies. We don't want to deal with the tendonitis and the carpal tunnels. In general, even if you're not drawing with me, it's a good time to stretch your carpals and things. This has been a stretch reminder. I'm so lucky. My boyfriend made me orange spice tea. Pull back your fingers enough until you feel a stretch while keeping your arm straight. Thanks for reminding me to stretch my... Thank you for reminding me to get some hydration on. I went to... This might be TMI, but I went to the bathroom earlier today and I was like, I am dehydrated. And Marcus, my boyfriend, was like, you are dehydrated. You need water. Oh, and also your shoulders in case you hunch while you work like I do. I am definitely a huncher. The next emote I'm working on for my Twitch, because my Facebook hasn't unlocked stickers yet. If you could help me get to 5,000 follows on Facebook, that's when stickers unlock on Facebook. But the Facebook stickers are like 4 times larger than Twitch emotes. I'd really appreciate that. The link is in the link tree. And that's actually where, oh, wow, I stretched my thumb and it cracked my wrist. That felt amazing. That's where you're gonna find me most. I do anywhere from 5 to 7 streams on Facebook. I do 1 stream on Twitch, which is not something I post the VOD or video on demand to, because it gets a little spicy. And then I try to be on here once a week. I have not been doing that the past several months for reasons, but I am trying to get back into the shape of things. And then 1 7 to 9 hour stream on Discord for Ko-fi supporters. So if you Want to support monthly on either Facebook for exclusive game streams like Pokemon Unite or Fall Guys or Tetris 99, any of those community games, you can do that. Those do not get badges, by the way, because I don't want people to have to pay to win for their artwork, if that makes sense. So only the community days that are for everyone count for badges. Anything that's accessible to everybody is what I count for that. I really dislike pay to win things. Oh my gosh, look at us just reminding everyone else to do all of the things. Oh yeah, so my next emote's called No Shrimp, because it's like I hunch so much I feel like I'm a shrimp. So everyone yells at me not to shrimp. It's quite funny. Oh my gosh, mechas. Mecha. I'm so bad at doing mecha drawings. But I'll try my best. Do. Following the lines, gotta follow the shape. I'm mostly saying that to myself more than anything. And then as I'm looking at the reference, I can make more details if I see them. See that? I fixed that. I strayed from this line because that didn't make as much sense as this line. I also want to add a little bit of depth, so in certain areas where I feel like there would be a harder line weight, I'm going to go in and add those as well. So there would be more shadow underneath here, which would mean that these are thicker lines. There should be a link tree somewhere. There. Wait, do you not see the pinned comment? Ugh. Wait. In case you can't see the link tree, let me drop the link tree again. It has a link to my Ko-fi, my Facebook streams, YouTube, you're here, Twitch streams, my merchandise. I do have limited edition Halloween stickers that are only available until Halloween with all of my characters and my logo and the Discord. Here is the link tree again, just in case. Wait, does it work? Does that link work, or did it delete part of it? Me getting TS turned into a whole snack adventure? Ugh. Amazing. What snacks do you have? Enlighten us. Oh, this is funky. What did I do here? Okay, we're just gonna take it one section at a time. Krabbykin! Yes, Krabby Abby as a pumpkin. You can also get those stickers separately as well. So you don't have to get the whole sticker sheet if you don't want to. Okay, so this is the exhaust on this thing. There we go. This is the wheel. I almost made the crab a magician, but it was actually David's suggestion to make it a pumpkin, and I really like that idea. It's also one of the familiars in Ni no Kuni, which is a game that we're all playing. I'm not sure how much longer though, because literally the last Kofi stream was just everyone complaining about Ni no Kuni. So I'm not sure how much longer we're gonna be playing that, unfortunately. Pecan and honey chocolate bar. What are my favorite snacks? If I like savory, if I'm feeling a savory, I think one of my favorite snacks is seaweed and Cheez-Its. I like the little Baybells. I like cheese. I like charcuterie board. Is charcuterie board a meal or a snack? I'm personally not quite sure, but you know what? Whatever is clever. Oh my gosh. I don't know why I added so many screws here. There's only 2. Chopped off around here actually, and it's more of a concave than a straight line. Then it pulls down here at an angle. There we go. That's a much better screw. Give it the appearance that it's sunken into the cart. And there we go. Oh, I did it too far. Oh well. We're just gonna have to lose that bit of detail then. I'm gonna make this thicker. And I really want her chin to stand out more. There's a lot of moving pieces here, or there's a lot of pieces in general, so we want to have some variation in line weight. That way it kind of separates all of the lines, if that makes sense. Cheese is so good. Cheese is always a good choice. Oh, but I'm lactose intolerant. Ugh. You know, there's some pretty good vegan cheeses out there. Charcuterie is a meal. You would, Olga, you would. I'm not disagreeing by any means. This is a really involved piece, I just realized, because I have like background, foreground, perspective, curves mech. It's a lot. I actually would like to make a correction here. The foot would be here. Yeah. And it would curve more this way. It's this line that's messing it up. I'm gonna have to go in with paint to like take out that one line that curves in this way. This is actually just one like foot, and then there's shading back here. So we're gonna shade right underneath here, and then with paint I'm gonna like remove that and match the color of the Copic. Did you mean digital stickers or actual stick-on stickers? If you look at the merchandise listing, you will get it in the mail and you can stick them out and put them on places. So both. They're available on the server on Discord for this week, but if you order them in the mail and they come, the ones that are individual are this size. So they're 3 inches by 3 inches. If you get the sticker sheet, I think it's like 8 by 5, and then there's the 4 of them together plus the logo. You'll be able to take it out physically and put it on something. It's really interesting how one line can make all of the difference. Oh my gosh, Nolly, you're so right. There is like a really huge change in price when it comes to vegan food. It's so sad. I wish it was more affordable to eat well. Okay, yes, I am still on. Welcome back. We're doing the line art phase of this piece with clouds. I am keeping my hand very loose, loosey-goosey. Kind of letting the natural handshakes take over because it will look more organic. Getting a little wispies at the end. There you go. My favorite place to visit? Do you mean travel or do you mean like local, like within town sort of thing, like the library or the park? All right. Let me turn off the... Yeah, let's turn this off. Boop. That's what the line art looks like. And I'm actually gonna remove this because I don't want it to... Ooh. I don't want it to bleed into the sketch underneath, ruining the sketch, because I like the sketch. So I'm going to re-tack this down after I take it out again. I like going to tea houses. I don't know, there's something about like just getting a really nice experience. Just having peace and quiet. Usually when I go to tea houses, because I can make my own schedule, I typically go around the times no one is there, so I get like the whole cafe to myself. I think that's a lot of fun. I can usually take my time. I'm usually like the only customer. Oh, All right, so here we have sketch versus the line art. I'll probably go over the letters again after I color. Bye, Amanda. Have a good day at work. The library is really nice too. I really like going to libraries that have a nice view. My college had a library where it was kind of like segregated off, and then like it had a really long, large window on the second and third floor that overlooked a mirror pool. And it was just like super nice and quiet, and it was very comfy cozy. I had very like private study rooms with like whiteboards and stuff. So sometimes if you were lucky, they were just like available ones you could just reserve, and I could use like the whiteboard or the smart board and like have the whole room to like myself or my study group. That's nice. The letter placement, yeah, I don't know. It just wasn't like doing it for me when it was like straight across, because it was competing with the composition. However, I think this one worked really well. I think once we get to coloring it, which is, oops, look away. Look away! Don't blind yourself. Okay, there we go. When we get to coloring it, we're gonna see exactly like how thick the line weight needs to be in order to be visible. Did I go to college? Yes, I did. I studied child development and what was my major? Human development with child development specialty. I also had infant and toddler specialty, as well as social behavioral sciences. I worked at the same time as going to college, and I didn't have financial aid, so I paid most of it out of pocket. So I took as many specialty units as I could, because at early child development majors, you can either get your bachelor's or you could do a different route here in California, where you just do a lot of child development units. And since those were more affordable for me, I took over 200 of those and ended up getting 3 lower grad like AAs. So I had an associate's in science of behavioral sciences, associates of arts in child development, and then the human studies. So I don't technically have my bachelor's yet. I did transfer, but the courses were really expensive for me, and as someone who didn't qualify for financial aid at the time, it was really difficult to come up with $5,000 for a semester and taking only one class at a time. I'm pretty close to it, but at this point I am a full-time content creator, so I almost feel like, I don't know, it's not like I'm going back to the classroom, you know. The teachers didn't make and don't make that much. I actually make more on even my lowest months than I did as a teacher, considering like I had to get a lot of my materials out of pocket a lot of times, so, and it was just really expensive. Like, even talking about like some of my better positions that would pay like $20 an hour and stuff like that, because the expenses were so high, it ended up not being worth it, unfortunately. Yeah, it was rough. All right, now we're getting into the fun stuff. We got Copic markers. Rosalina is a very light character, so here's the thing. Always have a test strip of paper, because your colors of your marker on the top may not necessarily match up with the color that's coming out. So even though this is E00, this is like my lightest shade, this is still too dark to be her flats. So this is actually going to be her shade, and her highlight is going to be the white of the paper because she's a girl's a little pasty. And that's okay. Each character has its own design, but she is very, very light, and this is way too dark for her. We're just gonna go with where the light source is. Anything that's like being covered. She has lipstick, so I'm gonna go ahead and give that kind of like a base here. But I can't leave too much of it paper white because it's gonna look really awkward. So the white of the paper is gonna be basically highlight. There we go. Yes, and make sure your scrap paper is the same type as well, because your ink is going to pull, absorb, and dry in a different way as well. With Copic markers, you can also do multiple layers with the same marker. You can get a lot of depth from just that. Our girlfriend doesn't have a lot of goodness, Rosa, why are you so it's so light? E00 is too dark for Rosalina. Noted. Alright. Yes. Spread and exactly. This one is Y11. This is a pale yellow. I don't think it's pale enough. I think it needs to be like a slightly different hue. We can combine these two. So I'll use the Y11 for highlight. And then I'll go back in with the buttercup yellow, which is Y21, to do the shades. She needs to she does. This is like 3 shades too dark for Rosa. Alright, so since I'm using this one as the highlight, I am gonna color all of it and not leave any white. Maybe except like a small line here. But I am kind of putting it down as a flat. So when I want to make things look really shiny, I go from one side and then kind of taper off with the pressure in the middle, and then I go to the other side, doing the same thing. Look how shiny that ended up looking. I'm gonna go in on either side again, repeat, so that we can keep the shading consistent with this marker before I go in with the shade. Good God, Rosa. There we go. Let me think. Where are the shades gonna be? Where's your light source? Always consider your light source. The sun is gonna be up here. It's gonna come down this way. When you're doing hair, think about it in clumps or locks. This is a very small piece. There you go. She's got a silver crown with a red gem. But also, we want to start doing the... Oh, here. Let's use the same one for her inside of the star. here so it's got a small little highlight. I am probably gonna use, I really need a just simple white gel pen, but I have silver. This will be handy for the eyes. White gel pens are really great for that sort of thing. Okay. Rosa is like an aqua. It's a little dark. Do I have a lighter one? How about a mint blue? I think these two will work well together. So let's go ahead and color the eye. When you're doing really small ones and you have a really thick felt pen, I literally just kiss the paper. Just tiny little kisses. Because the paper is going to absorb a little bit of it, you know? And for the depth in the eye, again, just a little baby, tiny little kiss on the one part of the pupil and up right under the lashes. There we go. Do silver here and here. Gosh, that's super bright. Hello. We're gonna go back in with the 0.03. I think I accidentally went over the liner a little bit here. There we go. She's all fixed. That's much better. Okay. Don't mind that cracking. Those are my elbows. Okay. Your suit, Rosalina. To carry it over like that, but it actually is on the bottom. That's really interesting. Her entire glove is blue. With things like the limbs, I feel like the shading is going to help immensely. Especially like right here to show that it's like kind of crunched together. And you got foreshortening going on. And then here with like, it's gonna add definition on this side. Oh, okay. And then here there's a little stripe that helps here. It's like the side of the suit. You can actually go in with the liner and add the definition. Okay. We're gonna go with Rosa. We're gonna do like a cool gray for the crown. We are gonna keep a lot of it just the white of the paper to make it have like a silver effect. Same thing Very cool. Yoshi. Let's try this yellow green for him. It's a little too... Let's see, do we need something a little bit more like green. That's too dark, so... I think I'll do 2 layers. This is more Yoshi green than the other one. And it is a mech, so we are gonna kind of like alternate. This is all green. This is green. You noticed a big bruise on your leg? Oh, you hit it on a door? Oh my gosh, I was just talking about that, how sometimes I don't even notice I have bruises and stuff until it's like, oh, whoa, why do I have sudden pain here? And then I'm like, oh, I must have hit it on something. We do the lime green on this part of the wheel because these wheels have a lighter green. And then it goes into a yellow. The buttercup yellow. I'm gonna do lights. Top portion right here. Probably yellow, orange. Nope, not that one. That is... maybe. Wait. Sometimes you have to let it dry too. Actually, yeah, that was the perfect one. Markers tend to bleed, so give a little bit of like wiggle room and space. Like a little bit of a margin and then wait for it to do its thing. Because sometimes it can seep out. And then if like right here you feel like, okay, it could get a little closer, then you kind of like tap near it. There we go. And then I'm gonna go in with the shading. Again, just gently tapping in areas like this where I don't want it to get into the yellow. It's like a brown. It's like the speakers. Like a rosy salmon. No, but darker than that. Like a pale sepia maybe. There's sepia, and then there's burnt sienna here. This one is yellow red 24. Yeah, there we go. silver to highlight this boot instead of make it a shade. Oh yeah, there we go. You like the colors? Thanks. Copic markers are your friends. Yeah, instead of having to come in with the paints. Oops. Gotta cap my wires. Okay. Oh my. No. Report. Are these all separate? We're gonna report this too. And I'm going to put this user in timeout on top of that. There we go. Sorry about that, fam. Unnecessary. Okay, here we are. We're back. Let's see. I think for the road, you reported thank you. I'm going to do some putty for the road. Putty is yellow green 91. Has a nice color for the cement, if you will. Oh, fascinating. Okay, so there's a little bit extra going on over here that I didn't quite realize, but I can do that with just the Copic markers if I really wanted to. I'm gonna flood this, make sure it's nice and even. I'm gonna bring in some of that green. So I used putty, so I think I'll do like the warm gray. Ooh, that's too dark. This was warm gray 7, so maybe a warm gray 5. Still too dark. Do I have a 3? I have 1. I have a cool gray. Here was warm gray 3. Much better. Okay. We're just gonna add a little bit of like gradient here with this one. Kind of make the blending cohesive on either side. Oh no, Beth, I'm so sorry. Maybe you've had a really long week. Do you need like a nap? Okay, so now with that one, yeah, it's a good color. Scooch this over so you can see. as things get further away, you need less, what's it called? Detail. So there's this stripe here as it goes down this way. Then what it does is there's a little like checker. So as we get further back, we can just alternate the dots back here. And eventually they'll like just disappear altogether. There you go. And we got some cool grays again. What's your favorite vehicle? This is a question for everyone. Hey there, Sketchbook. Welcome on in. You just received a badge for engaging. Let's see. Do you have a favorite animal? I'm asking people what kind of animal team they'd like to join. The teams are how I determine who gets to ask me requests and stuff. So the most active team actually is the one at the end of the month that I'll reach out to. And then those users will get a request. Are you talking about Mario Kart? I use a Scootien or Mr. Scooty. If you're talking about favorite vehicle in general, I don't know. I'm not too much of a vehicle person. Can't forget the little gem at the top. Yeah, fresh air is always really good for sure. There we go. It's like a lemony orange for the bone. And the line art around that bone is actually a little bit thicker. Oh! Did you end up switching? Don't want to cheat. Thank you for letting me know. Do you have multiple YouTubes? Thank you for being so honest. to be a different blue than the one of the outfit. So skies are usually gradients. So now I can bring in the other one and bring it from the top. Gentle flicks. It's okay to have overlap with the clouds because there's going to be bounce light, right? There we go. The lighter shade is usually on the bottom. Some spots like right underneath. Is this dry? No, it's okay. This actually means I can rub it in a little bit harder. And it just, you can tell it's dry because that tip's not doing so hot. But sometimes dried markers have a really nice textured effect. I don't always get rid of my super dry markers, so I can get textures like that. I think that's looking pretty good, friends. I'm gonna go over again with the font. Hi, welcome back. What's a Tron bike? The bikes from the oh, from Tron, the movie. That's nice. I like how glowy they are. What's your favorite? Super, do you have a favorite vehicle? I want to say that I like mopeds. I feel like those would be a really good fit for me, but I have never been on one. So, you know. Okay. Making sure my Copic markers are put away nicely. Well, actually, hold on. We need to color her lips and her tongue. Her lips are a little bit more subtle. I'm gonna bring in like a powdered pink because it's literally E00 here. There we go, yeah. They're like a subtle shade around. I can actually put like a very, very minimally small line underneath to show that her lips are a little bit like thick, I guess, thicker. There we go. I probably fall off nowadays, yeah. I don't know, I feel like they'd be really dangerous, but I also feel like they'd be the one. Or like electric scooters seem fun too. Let's get that out of the shot. There we go. SUVs are your favorite? I feel like those would be really good for camping. I go camping, but it's kind of hard in my little Honda Civic. Alright, so these. We're gonna need something a little thicker. Let's do a 0.3. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's so much better. Your Focus is your first car. Yeah, I mean, I feel the same. So I don't really blame you. At this point, I'm gonna see where I can thicken up the line art so it looks a little bit more dynamic. There you go. Oh. I'm actually gonna use a pencil here. The trick is doing this intentionally and knowing why you're doing it. You can't just like randomly thicken up lines anywhere. I mean, you can, but it's not gonna have the effect that you want it to have. Looking real flat. If I go in and strategically thicken some lines, it'll add some interest. I like have the lines go from like a slightly, yeah, there we go. That looks a lot better. Ooh. You're proud of yourself this week? That's great. You care to share what you're proud of? So just a quick recap. This is where we started, on the left. And this is where we are. Before and after. It's really hard for me to talk to strangers, like food, drinks, so on and so forth. For the whole week I've done it all by myself. Oh my gosh, good for you. That's definitely a feat. Especially if it's something out of your comfort zone. Yeah, it's tough, especially when you need someone to co-sign for you with something. Alright, we are getting towards the end of the stream, so we're going to do our favorite part, well, my favorite part at least, the peel. The peel isn't as satisfying with Copic markers, but I do feel like it does it some justice sometimes, so let's see. Just a gentle peel. That's what I really like about washi tape, is that it comes off so nice and cleanly. Alright, here we go. Ooh. Sorry about that. It's looking good so far. Let's get this side. Thank you. I appreciate the compliment. Love that. And then the bottom. I know, right? This is one of my favorite parts of it. Slow peels are so satisfying. All right. And then, this is what I'll do, is we're going to pull this away and show it on here. I'm gonna bump up just a little bit. There you go. Ta-da! Today's artwork. I heard you're a great racer, Jeff. Rosalina on a bike. Exactly what he wanted. Rosalina on a bike or on a Mario Kart vehicle with the words, I heard you're a great racer, Jeff. This is my rendition of that. Thank you. Yeah, I wasn't expecting it to take up the full 5 hours, but here we are. Thank you for joining me. I'll take a picture and post this on my Ko-fi as one of the things on the Polaroid requests gallery. The text, yeah, the way it like goes with it, I think works a lot better. I don't think if it was like left and right, I think it just would have disrupted it a lot more. And then that way I was able to have some sort of background for the context of what was going on. Very dynamic, for sure. I hope he likes it. Jeffrey is in Team Cats. So I'm gonna go ahead and just to let you all know, the queue for art requests is available for everyone to see on the Discord. It's under my streaming category. It goes announcements, after hours, scheduled stream tags, and then art requests. So now I'm just gonna do a little strike through to say that this request is done. So next week, next Tuesday, if my schedule, let's see, November 1st, will be a cat watercolor for Olga, who was here in chat with us earlier. And it'll be her cat Carl in watercolor. And then the following week after that will be a Smash Brothers request as King K. Rool, back air hitting Lucha-Chu. That is a very dynamic piece and definitely going to be a little bit of a challenge, but I'm all for it. Oh no, Murchie, I totally missed you asking about the Twitch emotes. Murchie, if you're still here, feel free to message me. Let's see. I'm not sure how far back that was. Does anyone remember what the specific question was from Murchie? About to break for lunch. If I were to ask you to do an email for me for my Twitch channel, would you consider it? Oh yeah, I absolutely would. Be happy to do that for you. My commissions are open, by the way. So if you also want to commission anything like a Twitch emote or just an illustration or even one of these, like say you don't, your team doesn't end up winning a lot and you really want me to do like one of these Polaroids, I can do one for you as well. They won't be sent in the mail, but I will just take a picture and send it to you. So that is something to consider. if you would like to have like a traditional art piece as well. My entire menu is set up on my Ko-fi. If you'd like to check it out, you can check out the link tree. The Ko-fi should be the first item. If he doesn't, I'm a bunny hop on his head. Oh wait, what did I miss? I hope everyone has a great day and or night. Aw, thanks, super. And drink water. Yes, I need to drink water. If he doesn't, I'm a bunny hop on his head. Very dynamic. Oh, if he doesn't like it. I love you all. All right. On that note, let's go ahead and end this stream right over here. We are ending about 7 minutes early, but I don't think I can do a full illustration again right after this. So let's check it out. Ba-da-ba-ba. Yeah, I got you. Okay. Stream time is over, it's time to say goodbye. Yeah, stream time is over, it's time to say goodbye. Goodbye, Shenanigans Gang. Next time on Shenanigans is tonight. Tonight we have Mario Kart 8. We will be getting these fancy badges. Let me show you what they look like. Those are the badges that you will all be getting. For those of you who did comment today, you did get one for your team. But it'll be tonight from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Pacific time. If you are in Mountain Time, add 1 hour. If you're in Central Time, add 2. If you're in Eastern Standard Time, add 3 hours. If you're in the UK, add 8 hours. And if you're all the way on the other side of the world, it's a lot of hours. Probably plus 15 for Philippines or Australia. All right. You will get badges just for trying. You don't have to win. You will get extra badges for winning though, and I give 1 badge per race. So if you show up for the entire time and play the entire time, it's gonna be a lot of badges. I'm just saying. All right, friends. Fancy schmancy, I know, right? I love that badge. It's so cute. I'll see you all next time. Take care, take care. This will be on Facebook. I will not be streaming on YouTube for Mario Kart. So please follow my Facebook if you have not already. I'm gonna drop my Facebook link in the chat for you to consider following. 8 hours for UK. Yeah, so UK would be, I don't even want to math right now. It's a lot of time. It's a lot of time. What time zones are everyone in? But yeah, anyways, just keep in mind, this is Pacific time. Pacific time. It's currently 2:55 for me right now, so you can just do the mental math. Until next time.